What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys another midweek video today. So today, CPI data was released this morning, and it was announced at 8.3%, which was actually higher than what was expected at 8.1%, but lower than what the numbers were last month at 8.5%. Now we're going to have a look at how the market reacted, and I'll be honest with you, I think it was an overreaction. Again, indexes hitting new lows. You remember Monday's video when I showed you guys how SPY was at 398 and heading towards 52-week lows? Well, today we actually hit those 52-week lows, and it finished today at 392.68. Now, here we are. The lowest it hit today was 391.96. Like I said, the lowest we've hit this past year. So, yeah, those CPI numbers, even though it looks like some progress is being made, and we're not as bad off as we were last month, we're still not really going anywhere. Now, some might say, oh, we're going in the right direction because we're slightly better off. Others might say we're not really doing what we want to see because we're actually still higher than expected. So let's have a look at a few different stocks which just announced earnings, like right now after hours. So I don't even know where to start. Let's be honest. It has been a treacherous day. To be honest, you know what? I think I'll start with PTON, because this company has been in the gutter over the past few months, and I mean the gutter. This could see under 10 this month. I would not be surprised if it sees under 10 this month. And just to put that into perspective, because some of you guys are probably wondering, oh, what's the significance of that? Well, I'd say 6-7 months ago, it was around $130, $140. Let's have a look now. What was it at? Oh, let's go on the daily chart. And even when you want to look back at stocks from the past year or so, you can go on the weekly chart or even a monthly chart as well. This is July 2021, $128. What about January 2021? $170. Now it's $12. I'm telling you guys, this market is ridiculous. Your regular growth stocks are becoming penny stocks. Your meme stocks are doing all sorts of nonsense. Look at AMC, even though after Monday, after it pushed up after hours, well, now it's sold off below my level of support, down to $10 per share, guys. Last July, this went up to $72. Now it's at $10. Things are getting slaughtered left, right, and center. And I know it's easy to say, you know what, these are good buying opportunities. Yes, they are. But at this point, you might want to say, let me wait till it bottoms out. If you do have the funds, sure, you can average down. But if you're just someone who has, a 10K portfolio, 8K portfolio, maybe even less than 15, 20K, you might not want to just be jumping into positions at this point. I'm telling you, this market is crazy. Tesla is below my level of support. Tesla is going to drop down to my level of 689 at this point. And that's a buying point for me. I would love to see this at 685, see it down to 550s. That would be perfect for me to buy some shares for the long term. And I'm telling you, those shares will go back up to $1,000 one day. I guarantee you that. But right now, if you want to buy shares of Tesla, like I said, wait for it to drop further because it is going to drop further. Each time the market does this thing where it pushes up, let's just look at SPY again, it sells off almost instantly. It did it again today. CPI data came out. SPY decided to run up to what, 402, 403. Everyone's excited. Everyone's happy. And before you know it, bang, back down to 393, 392, 391. I'm telling you, it did it today. Just look at a 5-minute chart from today to get a proper view on this. This same SPY, this same S&P 500 ETF jumped up today. Out the gates. There we go. 403.89, 404. All the way down to 391.81 at one point. This is crazy. And I'm telling you guys, it does this every day. Look again, after hours it's up. I don't know what game is being played, but it's not a funny one. Each and every day, the same thing is happening. Look out the gates yesterday, then sell off. Okay, Monday, yeah, still up, then down. It's doing this each and every day. And that's why I say the market is bearish right now. We're in a long period of correction. We've been in a long period of correction. Whatever stocks you look at, apart from if they're inverse leveraged, but whatever stocks you look at, Netflix, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Twitter, Snapchat, they're all down. They're all down in the gutter. And let's not even talk about the growth stocks. Your DraftKings, your Neos, your Pelotons, your charge points. All of them are down. The growth stocks are down. The tech stocks are down. Look at Netflix. 165. Let's zoom out. Let's see how far this has fallen. I'm going to look at the monthly chart just to show you guys how crazy this is. Look at this. Look at these red candles, guys. Just to clarify, each candle now represents 1 month. Look how far it's fallen. We haven't been this low since almost, middle of 2017. We're around the high 150s. Middle of 2017. Can you imagine the people who bought Netflix in 2017 and thought, yes, I'm holding this for 5 years. 5 years later, they come back and it's almost at the same price. They're livid right now. I can't even imagine how that must feel. But hey, in this past 1 year or so, I'm sure many people can actually relate because all sorts of growth stocks have been getting destroyed. All sorts of any stock pretty much has been getting destroyed, you know? Crypto as well. We're going to touch on crypto in just a second. Look at DraftKings now. $10. $10. The same DraftKings that was at $73 just last year, just a year ago. It's actually crazy if you think about it because energy, tech, health, whatever it is you bought in last year, it's like it's down since you bought it. And like I said, crypto as well. Crypto. Bitcoin just hit its 52-week low today. Whoever's shorting all these things is making a lot of good money right now. Bitcoin hit its 52-week low. This is the lowest it's been over the past 365 days. Just take that in for a second. It's at 28K. Everybody who wanted to buy Bitcoin back in, September, October, whenever people were saying Bitcoin is going to 100K by the end of 2021. Whenever people wanted to buy it back then, right? I'm looking at the weekly chart now. Here we go. Yeah. October, November, it's at 65K. Whoever wanted to buy it back then, well, guess what? You got 50% off discount now. It's at 28K. That's more than 50%. Looking at 55, 60% discount on your Bitcoin. I mean, if you wanted to buy it at, 60K, 65K when it was supposedly going to 100K, guess what? Now you got your chance. But clearly, it's very bearish. It's still bearish and it's still got more room to drop. I'm not sure how far this can drop, but hey, I will be one of the people who's buying this. Same with Ethereum. I mean, all crypto was just selling off today. Ethereum, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ripple. I was seeing crypto sell off all over the place. Luna. I was seeing crypto just sell off so much. Ethereum's back at 2K. And there were people who bought it last year at 2K. Around middle of the year or even early in the year, bought it at 2K and they were like, yeah, I got Ethereum at 2K. It's going to 5K by the end of the year. Well, they ran up to 4.8K and now it's sold off back to 2K. Another crypto I may take advantage of within the next couple of days. But again, they're still bearish. They still have more room to drop. But to be honest with crypto, I don't have a huge problem averaging down, especially not at these prices. So I did say I was going to look at stocks which announced earnings, didn't I? And I've just realized I've not actually done that yet. So let's go back, rewind it a bit. We'll start with Rivian. Rivian shot up 5% after hours. Let's just look at a 4-hour chart. Rivian sold off 10% today before shooting up 4.5% after hours. That's a positive sign for it. You just zoom in. Look at that candle. Still trending below the moving averages though. I actually don't think this is very good stock. Since its IPO, it's just sold off and continue to sell off. Had a couple of nice bull runs in between, but overall, like I said, just sold off consistently. But it's nice to see it make its comeback a little bit after hours now. Next up, we're going to go Beyond Meat. down 21% after hours. Beyond Meat, which was around $150, $160 last year, sort of 13% today, and then another 21% after hours. Getting destroyed. A lot of these stocks are getting destroyed all around. Beyond Meat was at $200 last January. Crazy. Dutch Bros, we're going to look at that next. Symbol BROS. And you want to see a stock getting destroyed? This is it. 33% after hours. Dutch Bros has gone to the gutter. And I did mention in the Discord, I was looking at Dutch Bros, Rivian, and Beyond Meat. Now, let's be honest, I was looking at puts for all three of them. And in this case, I would have got 2 out of 3 correct. But the 2 I would have got correct, well, the 2 I did get correct with Dutch Bros and Beyond Meat, tanked ridiculously. There's also Bumble, which announced earnings, and we might have to go on Robinhood to get a better look at how this actually played out, because it was really funny. It shot up high, and it's still up, but now I think TradingView is not really giving it justice. It shot up high and came back down, but it's still up. So like I said, I'm going to show you on Robinhood so you can get a better idea of exactly what happened and how it played out. But it's still up at 11% after hours, which is still a very large amount. But yeah, you can kind of see it. Shot up really high, up to like $20, then came back down a little bit. Same with Sonos as well. They just announced. And by the way, if you are enjoying this video, please do drop a thumbs up. Let me know you are enjoying this video. Sonos is also up 11% after hours. Also ran up even higher. Again, I'll show you on Robinhood so you can see it better. But hey, tomorrow after hours, Affirm is on. Affirm, I'm looking at puts on Affirm. That's where my priorities are moving to now. I'm going to make sure that is known in the Discord. Affirm Holdings, I'm looking at puts. It already tanked today, 20%, but it's still got some more tanking to do. $14. Let's see how low we can go. Honestly, I think we can break the lows of $10. But we shall see. So overall, thank you guys for watching today's video. Again, let me know in the comment section if you would like to see more midweek recaps, if you'd like to see more videos, intraday, whatever it is, just let me know. Please also do hit the red button below and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And lastly but not least, don't forget to share these videos with your friends. It can help other people who are out there, it can help other people find plays or just seeing the channel itself. As I said, just share these videos. And that's it from me today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I got money making, you got money making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.